Hi, I'm Kris. I blog at krisripper.com. I write pornography. I record a podcast. You can find me in social places, online. There's a list somewhere. This is podcast number 9. I was all set to record a podcast about how I am a terrible genre reader. I appear to feel no genre loyalty. And then I hit Twitter and found out that Robin Williams died. And of course, I'm not a member of the Marin County Sheriff's Department, so I do not know if it was actually due to suicide. But that does seem to be a compelling rumor at this time. And man, my first response is fucking another one bites the dust. I'm a suicidal depressive. I have been a suicidal depressive for years. When I was 13, I spent a week in the adolescent psych ward for being suicidal. And this is like another soldier down. Suicidal depression is a funny thing because it's so invisible unless we talk about it. You can know happy people, funny people, and not know what goes on behind that or underneath it. I don't know, man. You know, there are no answers. I don't believe there are answers. I know there are people who seem to indicate that they think there are answers. But some of us, this is our path. And some of our paths end sooner than we'd like. I'm glad I didn't kill myself when I was 13. I thought about it a lot. I don't think about it that much anymore, but it is definitely always in me. I didn't recover and now, I go through the world without seeing death as an option. That's not my journey. And if it's yours, that's great. But that is not my path at all. This is something I live with, like I live with everything else about me. I don't think there's a pill or a magical therapist or, an organic superfood that you can eat that will eliminate depression. I definitely think that there are a lot of things I do that keep me more buoyant. I'm gonna go home and hug my kid. But I'm probably not gonna promise her that I will always be there because that's not a promise that I can make, even though it's tempting. So really, I think that this podcast is just, we exist and we're everywhere. And I have no desire to be in the closet about being a suicidal depressive any more than I have a desire to be in the closet about anything else. I believe that silence equals death. I believe that visibility helps everyone. That the more people who are visible, the more all of us get to rise. So, that's what we're doing today. I know, it's cheery, right? I was going to talk about how I suck at reading only one genre, which is probably why I can't write only one genre. But this is what we're doing today, because I guess it's what I need to do today. So in any event, I'm not going to throw up the suicide hotline number or the websites or all the websites for all the people who aren't sure how to say the word suicide and don't know how to talk to people about suicide. Those all exist, and if you're watching this, you're on the internet, so you can find them. This is a podcast for other people like me, and possibly like Robin Williams, who smile a lot when something inside them feels very, very dark. Most of us are okay. And I would say it never hurts to check in, but sometimes if you check in with me, I will tell you to fuck off. But that's a good sign. That's not a danger sign in me. But man, I just, I got no answers, as usual. But I stand with everyone else. And man, I am fucking bummed about Robin Williams. Dude was fucking funny and so smart. And that is a loss. And I know that thousands of other people have died today, and none of their stories will be told. But this one in particular hits me. So that's it. We now bring this totally cheery podcast to a close. I'm Kris. You can find me at krisripper.com. Hopefully for a very, very long time. Bye.